Yeah, so I want to remind you people how marriage was done in those days. You didn't need to meet anybody to fall in love. It was arranged. Countries will marry from other countries just for that alliance. It was because of security, alliance, protection. There were different factors that were considered in, having people marry each other. Exactly. And even though you go and marry a king today and they take the kingdom from him, I don't see those queens deserting their homes and leaving or crumbling the marriage because it no longer works. You understand that, okay, these are the qualities that I want in the marriage, but I'm married and I'm committed. Whatever life throws at us, we would handle it.
Okay, so
whether I put money first or I put it last, as long as it's inside, that's what I want to know. As long as we are together, we agree to be together, I am happy when we met. Anything that happens, we will handle it. With the assumption that if the money now goes, you go, it's where I have a problem. Because I've seen women who have stayed. They went for the money. After a few years, the money finished. They stayed, and they started working together, and they made the money and found their way back.
Okay. So there are two things. First of all, you cannot use, I feel the example you used of how marriages were done then, we can't use it for today, because there's a reason why we are here today and we have the sort of marriages that we have. Marriages then, the women were not considered. So if you ended up being married to a king, it was not because you chose the king.
Your family did that.
chose it for
the country,
and the king would decide whether he wants to keep you or not keep you. So you had no say wherever you found yourself. We moved from, we used to hear stories of women who would leave these big rich men and run to go and meet their lover who isn't much, So and where we are today is that we're in a society where women are considered in marriage. Women can make their choices, and then. So here we are now, where we are making our choices, and we're saying, right, that if you're going to make a choice, even for the money, even if I was a person that sits down and keeps girls, all these mamas that keep women and keep girls, and I'm telling her to look for a rich man. If I'm talking to her about marriage, if it's marriage we're talking about, if it's just to hang out and runs men, that's different. You go for the money, and whatever you get does not matter. You get the money, you grab and you run. But we're talking of a lifelong partner. I will tell you, put the money, put it on one side. Look at these values and virtues and character, because, when we keep talking about kindness and generosity, money does what money does. Kindness does what kindness does. So if I am kind, it means that whatever it is that I have, I will share. I will consider you. I will share with you. I want you to be a part of it. I want to see you grow. I want to see you blossom. I want to see you chase your dream.
I will be grateful.
That's a kind person. If I'm hardworking, I will make sure I'm doing everything I can. Even if, I don't know how rich your husbands are, but is any of them as rich as Dangote?
Not yet.
If he stands beside Dangote, is he a rich man? Please, I'm not insulting anybody's husband here. He is richer than Dangote to you. Do you understand?
Of course.
No matter how many billions Dangote has, it means nothing to you.
It has
but
nothing
Mr.
on
Max
me.
1 naira.
Yes, it's my 1 naira.
Your 1 billion.
It's my own.
So you are finished. John has a kind
money. We have Jonathan from Kaduna. Good morning, Jonathan.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm still waiting.
You're live. Please, go ahead.
Morning, how are you?
Morning.
Good morning. Don't listen to the TV. Listen to the phone. Okay, he has gone.
So I wanted to ask, I know women who thought, let me just marry him poor, he's fine, he has the same genetics, but they did not put kindness first. If he's kind, he'll even be grateful. Women who've spent 30 to 20-something years with men building life together, and in one fickle eye like this, the man will just turn and be an ungrateful human being.
Change.
Totally. Once the money now comes, who he is and how he will be with money shows. Why
you see why people want to see the money first, so that we know who you are?
No.
Because when the money now comes later, you know these things. When the money comes later,
it's part of the story.
It's part of the story. When the money comes later and you now show me your true self,
you can be a very loyal person when you're broke.
Why
emphatic on character and kindness is that a kind person will know the unfairness of such an act. What breaks women in their old ages is, okay, you had money, I married you. But I came in, I answered you, I worked with you, we continued. You did not stagnate. You did not, I built your family. I gave you that peace of mind. You thrived. Fast forward, we are here, but you're not a kind person. You say, what do you do that they did not do before? If somebody can ask you that, you know that person is the lowest level of wickedness.
Let's take this call. Roy from Bagada. Good morning, Roy.
Yeah, good morning. Okay,
morning.
so this topic now basically has two coins. It's like a coin, a head and a tail. The head says no money, no honey. That's just no money, no honey. The other side of the coin, which you are asking the question now, can money keep a woman? The truth is no. There are some women that have rich husbands. They still have sugar boys that don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
They're going after those boys. So it's not money that will keep a woman. The women are after the romance, not just the money. Money is something they can get anywhere, if you want to know the truth. Money is something a woman can get anywhere. So if it's marriage and that woman is for the money, then that's not, you know something is wrong. If she's looking for money, she can get it anywhere. So some men have the money, but they don't have the romance. Okay, thank you.
We want the men that have the money and the
Please, I want to
romance.
just say
The
something.
men that have both.
Twitter, let me take it.
Okay.
Money is not important, Abi. They play. Woman should consider stability in the future she wants to build. And this is backed more by money than love. Okay. Hunger and struggle is not a good thing. Please never underrate money in marriage. It's the grease that is.
I agree with him.
One thing that occurred to me, I've had a few of my mentees get married, and then upon marriage, I was worried because I saw the challenges they were going through. And when I have new mentees, when somebody showed me a fiancé, I think 2 years ago, when I saw the guy, I saw my darling, like my younger sister. I saw the guy. I say, sweetheart, are you sure you love this man? I'm like, are you really sure? What does he do? How much does he earn? And this is me that I totally believe you should marry for love.
Yes.
You know, but with the benefit of marriage and experience, I'm so caring for my mentee. I want to be sure that she would not be made to suffer in that marriage. So when they were renting their house that they're going to get married into, I advised, get a house here. It was a struggle. I said, please get a house. As close as you can, be in K2. Please leave that place. Come to K2 before you get married. They moved there. I said, okay, why are you working towards getting a car? Because you're going to get married. I say, please get washing machine for my girl. And don't let her be using her to wash. Because I just, in my space, I'm like, what can I do? Because I don't want her to suffer. Because I know that you guys might love each other, but over time, Dr. Ndemana says that a woman wants to marry you the way you are. She loves you the way you are, but she doesn't want you to stay the way you are. She doesn't want you to remain that same way. So there must be a trajectory of growth.
Thank you.
And sometimes, because of our environment, we cancel wealthy men. Yeah. And I don't want that. That's why I'm speaking like this.
Nobody has ever cancelled.
No.
Good women, Mariam.
You all know this, my
It's a perspective.
You all know this,
I'm not saying general.
I'm coming
Just hold on. Let me land my point.
We have a caller now.
I'm not generalizing. I'm saying that.
Good morning. Let's take the call. Sorry.
Let's take the call.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead, please. Aliyu, good morning.
Good morning. To me, we should call it a spade. When you said money keep woman at home, fine, it is two-way. Money can keep woman. But one thing you should have in mind, even if when you are going to church, you are going to mosque, at least you spend money. But as a man who wants to marry, you should know one thing in life, that all those things you are meant to put in place requires money. Let me give you a two-life story. Two of them are my friends. One is married to a woman selling clothes, which is already have her own money. The other one is married to a lady who is selling fish. But these two men, they are of the same level. But the woman selling fish is not up to the standard of the woman who is selling clothes, like Idumota. Now, the other one who go for a woman selling fish, that one have known his level, and he believes that, okay, when I start with this, things can move. Fine. Then the other one, he knows himself that this woman is more than myself. It's more than himself, rather. Then he forced himself to the woman. Is that not a fake life? At the end of the day,
Thank
what
you.
the woman expects, she
Thank you, Aliyu.
You can't get it.
Thank you, Aliyu. There are different circumstances, different situations, you know. The advice is, okay, finish off.
I was saying something about I'm not generalizing
people
that.
cancel
I'm not generalizing, but I know that a lot of I talk to a lot of young ladies, and I, as a young lady, cancelled a richer man because I just felt that let me be the source. Let me be with you when you grow, so that I will never be disrespected in the marriage. And I got that advice. It is said in churches, it is said in community. They will say, if you marry a wealthy man, he can disrespect you. But if you marry a man that you were there from the source of his wealth, you agree with him, he will not disrespect you. So sometimes we're cancelling the wealthy men, and we should. Can we, just two questions, can we talk about, talk about men who are nowadays scared of responsibilities and are worried that women are focusing too much on money? Can we also mention the fact that some men are now, a lot of men now are threatened by the fact that women have money and assume that it is one for the way?
That's another topic.
It's a topic, different topic.
Yes, so I just wanted to say about cancelling the wealthy men. So I don't know why, I guess there are different reasons why people cancel. What I have always heard is that it is hard to be able to tell a good man when he's wealthy. So it is going to make it hard, it's going to make it harder for you to be able to tell a person has good intentions when the person has a lot of money. Sorry. It's going to be harder to tell a good person when the person spends a lot of money on you.
Okay.
And they tell women to pay more, pay attention and do, find out, find out beyond these gifts that you are getting, beyond the money that they are spending, who that person is. How does he treat other people aside from you? How does he treat people that he does not expect anything from? So that is why I know that they tell people about that money. It's not that cancel a wealthy person. A person who is involved with someone intimately before you end up in marriage, there are things, those sort of things can also distort, your judgment. And so these things you need to put aside. So when we're telling young girls with wealthy people, these things, they look flashy, but you have to learn who that person is beneath this flashiness. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's not the only thing that distracts, young women. Bola distracts.
That's what I said.
We collected it. So there are plenty of things. Don't even do any of them, Abby. Let us go. However, the ladies of Your View has not said that you would marry. You must marry for money. Nobody here married for money, right? That's the truth. But we just had to balance the show. I didn't marry for money. He was a bloody student when I met him. Nobody on this table married for money. But we had to grow in it. The idea is to balance the show because there are people who are actually believing that they would go for money first. And it's okay. Whatever works for you, works for you. And that's all we can take on the show today. Thank you so much, ladies. I had an amazing time.
As a co-host.
With you as a co-host. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye now.